Well, Dave, as you can see on your incredible shirt today, is a really special day for the organization as Fernando Valenzuela's number in jersey is officially being retired. What does this day, this moment, and what does Fernando mean to you personally?
It's a big day. I think it's certainly long overdue. But I know that the fans, Fernando, his family, everyone's been looking forward to this for quite some time. Fernando just, his effect, his legacy, impact is going to last forever. It has lasted such a long time, not only for the Dodgers, but all of Major League Baseball. And he's been an inspiration for many people. And so just to be able to break barriers and just to be so humble while doing it and so accomplished, I consider him a friend. And I don't think he's going to be too emotional with this, but it's certainly well-deserved, and I'm looking forward to tonight.
We get to be in a pretty special position. We do get to continue to see him every day as he's in the broadcast booth. The impact for just him being around on some of the younger players, and even players like Julio Urias, to come into this clubhouse and to have him as someone not only to look up to, but to be a mentor for as well.
I think, obviously he's a hero for a lot of Mexican-born players, Julio being one. When I played here with the Dodgers, he was around more. I think he's just kind of resolved to just be a fan of the players, the organization, and I think he's just so humble that he doesn't want to make it about himself. And so, they could have a lot of one-off conversations, and I don't know, but I think for him right now, I just think he likes that kind of view from the upper deck, and he'll pop down once in a while. So he's not as comfortable on the field, but he's always welcome for sure.
We naturally, as like a baseball watching public, are really Hall of Fame centric, but how important is it to sort of recognize the types of players that maybe have the impact Fernando did that maybe aren't Hall of Famers, but obviously have still really resounding impact on certain fan bases, certain groups?
Yeah, it's interesting is the Hall of Fame is constructed for the greatest of all time, but it's hard to, and you can quantify the stats. But I think that with what Fernando Valenzuela did for the Dodgers, the organization, the fan base, that certainly really moved the needle and has been sustainable. So, whether it warrants a Hall of Fame, that's not my decision, obviously. I don't get a vote. But you can't debate his impact on an organization and Major League Baseball entirely. Hasn't been just as impactful alongside his statistics than anyone that's in the Hall of Fame now.
Skip, is it safe to say the likes of Fernando Valenzuela will never be seen again?
I think that's, I just think that it was just so unique. It was sort of the perfect storm with the city of Los Angeles and a lot of people that looked like Fernando, and how he just came out, so successful and so impactful. In other sports, there's players, that create buzz, but that's going to be hard to parallel what he did, that buzz.
What do you remember about Fernando as a player?
So Fernando as a player, I'm not old enough to have played against him, but I do remember watching him.
Yes.
I remember the eyes to the sky. I remember the delivery, the big leg kick, and I remember the screwball. And he had that screwball, and he was a pitcher who could hit, and guys just loved him. So I just remember he was just very humble and very, very good.
Dave, where were you in '81 in the height of Fernandomania?
'81, I was on a small island in Hawaii, so I wasn't caught up in Fernandomania at that point in time. I didn't really get to Fernandomania until about '84 when I moved to Southern California.